All right, you guys are solid. That's great. Now just be here, trying to get cool shots. You can walk around within like 20 feet of both sides.
Campbell in shotgun. He's got 3 to his left. Looking to his right. Fires. Ooh, in and out of the hands of Vaha there.
Well, quick pass to the out right there, and Vaha just let it slip through his hands.
Thank you for tuning in tonight. This is Pleasant Grove Sports Network. We are broadcasting on 88.1 FM and onto YouTube Live at KPGR 881. Beautiful evening here tonight as Pleasant Grove Vikings take on the Madison Bobcats all the way down from Rexburg, Idaho. This must seem...
Yep.
We apologize for the technical difficulties. Campbell rolling out to his left. He's going to throw to his right. Caught by Rex Porter for about 5 yards.
Rex Connors there on the motion, gets the quick out pass from Campbell for a good 3-yard gain.
Looks like it's going to be 3rd and 4 here for the Vikings. As the Viking student section here is in mass tonight. Campbell out to his right. Ooh, big hit there from Madison. Number 5. Sam Carden with the hit.
Well, Pleasant Grove did the same thing, but to the other side, and Madison read it and hit the wide receiver right as he tried to catch it.
It looks like Pleasant Grove's going to go for it here with decent field position. Caleb Campbell coming into the year, throwing with 909 yards, 12 touchdowns, a 53% completion rate, and averaging 227 yards a game. Impressive numbers there for the senior. Fourth down and 4. Let's see what the Vikings can do here. Campbell's going to line up in center. Went out to his right, went out to his left. Fullback deep. He's going to fake play action up the gut, rolling out to his right. He's going to throw it downfield. Looking for Vaha, hit as he threw, and that's incomplete.
Madison dropped all their D-backs back and was ready for the pass play there to prevent the first down for the Vikings.
The Viking defense taking the field here, looking to stop Easton Cordero and the Madison offense. Easton Cordero on the year throwing 497 yards and 5 touchdowns. But, however, the Madison Bobcats are 1-1. Well, Pleasant Grove Vikings are 4-0. Let's see if Pleasant Grove can stay undefeated here tonight. Thank you for tuning in. Once again, this is PGSN. I'm Brendan Larson.
And I'm Tanner Keith.
Seems as if the entire city of Pleasant Grove has shown up here tonight for the game. Cordero is going to keep it himself up the middle for about 7 yards.
Well, the read option there for Madison is a big part of their offense, and he just pulled it from the running back and got a good gain. Pleasant Grove missing one of their key defenders, Brooks Winterton, out with a broken collarbone.
Cordero out to his left. Ball tipped in the air, incomplete. Good coverage there by the Vikings.
Faked the run play there on the QB keeper and decided to dump it off, but too high for the wide receiver.
Third and 5 for the Madison Wildcats. Coming here all the way from Idaho. Must seem like New York City from them. Easton takes the snap, throws it out to his left, and lit up as he threw it. Porter Connors, he got flagged. Taunted him after with a big hit. That's going to be an unsportsmanlike conduct.
Connors right there hit the wide receiver right as the ball got there and then stood over him for the personal foul.
Little menacing there, but Coach Wooten was not going to like that. However, Connors stays on the field after the unsportsmanlike infraction.
This will give Madison a first down on Pleasant Grove's side of the field.
Excellent defensive play there for the Vikings, but unsportsmanlike conduct gives Madison the first down. And as we still have students filing in here from Pleasant Grove, these stands are packed here tonight. Packed tighter than sardines in a tin can.
Good analogy there.
Thank you. That's my honors English skill coming out to play here tonight. Easton Cordero and the Bobcat offense. Easton's in shotgun. He's going to get the snap, delayed, handoff. He's 23, still got it on his feet, and he's wrapped up by Viking defenders. It's a fumble. Pleasant Grove's recovered it down the 40, still on his feet out of bounds at the 30. Beautiful play there by the Viking defense.
The senior there, Matt Smith, read the read option and just took the ball from the running back.
Number 3, Matt Smith, one of the captains of the team. Beautiful play there on the homecoming night for the senior.
Pleasant Grove back on offense here with good position, trying to take advantage.
And ladies and gentlemen, you would not believe the amount of people here tonight. The Pleasant Grove stands are absolutely packed. Caleb Campbell in the Viking offense, taking out around the 30-yard line. Plays blown dead. Let's see what the ref has to call here. Tanner, what are some key players we can look out to see for the Viking offense here tonight?
Well, Caleb Campbell, and as you said earlier, has a lot of 909 yards so far in the season and 12 touchdowns, but Jaden Maldonado, the running back, is another key part of their offense, as well as Cale Mickelson.
If Caleb Campbell has an average game tonight, he'll break the 1,000-yard barrier already 5 games into the season. Campbell's under center. Hands it up the middle. Number 25 with the carry, still on his feet and wrapped up for a first down. Carter Merrill with the carry.
Good blocking there by the Pleasant Grove offense to open the hole for 5 yards.
Carter Merrill, the junior, former basketball player. The Vikings can put this one into the end zone here. Knocking on the red zone door. Campbell, under center. Gets a snap, hands it up the middle again. Merrill, still on his feet at the 10. Takes a tackle and down at the 8. Beautiful carry there by Carter Merrill.
Another great job blocking there by the Pleasant Grove line, which is just opening up holes for the running backs.
This Madison defense is looking very stout and hardy tonight, like potato farmers.
Very much like.
Good football players, too. Caleb Campbell, Viking offense into the red zone, or the blue zone, as another sports announcer would say. Caleb Campbell under center. Once again, hands it up the middle to Merrill, still on his feet, and dropped for a tackle and lost flag on the play.
Merrill couldn't find a hole there, but I believe there was blocking on the offense. Let's see what the call is.
Coach Wooten is pissed. And this one's going to be coming back for the Vikings. Once again, thank you for tuning in here tonight. Coming to you live from the mouth of Battle Creek Canyon. This is Pleasant Grove football as the sun sets down here on Happy Valley, Utah County. Caleb Campbell in the Viking offense. Under center. Jet sweep out to his right. Merrill got the ball and tackled at the 20-yard line. It's going to be second and long here for the Viking offense.
After the touchdown, did we already score?
No.
So if we have a touchdown, let's have you stand up and commentate from this way.
Well, Pleasant Grove there trying to get the fast Merrill to get around the edge, but Madison's edge guards stopped around there.
Thank you for that in-depth analysis, Tanner. Campbell, high snap, still recovers. Throws it to his left to nobody, it seems like.
I believe he was trying to pump fake there, or he was throwing it to the ref, one of the two.
Well, the ref was wide open, so good on him. Wooten gives Campbell the play. He's going to bring it into the huddle.
3rd and long here for the Pleasant Grove offense.
Let's see if they look for Vaha on the little screen run they like to run with Vaha in these types of situations. Ball is on the 19-yard line. And another flag is down on the play. Intentional grounding on Caleb Campbell. Because you are not allowed to throw it to the ref because he doesn't play football.
That was a very late flag thrown by the referees there.
Yeah, not. As he's clearly making his signals to be seen. Good referee work there. And ladies and gentlemen, it's 3rd and 29 for the Viking offense. Campbell motions Carter Merrill out to his left. Campbell takes a snap. He's looking long here. He's going to throw it. He's got Merrill. Oh, incomplete. 4th and 29 here. Let's see if Coach Wooten decides to let Seth Lyman out to kick a field goal. Fun fact, I sit next to Seth in history.
Really?
Yeah, he told me his personal best field goal is a 55-yarder.
It's pretty impressive for the sophomore's first year of football.
Yeah, indeed. Soccer player Seth Lyman, absolute cannon of a leg.
But they will keep him on the sideline here and send the offense back out on 4th and 29.
Risky move here by Coach Wooten, but we'll see how it turns out. Campbell, he's going to take it, throwing it over his right to the end zone. It's a 50-50 ball. Who's got it? Incomplete. Jump ball, incomplete.
Pleasant Grove just throwing up a prayer there, just trying to get into the end zone, but too many defensive backs to knock it down.
Threw it into double coverage. Madison Bobcats offense taking the field here after a recovered fumble by the defense last drive.
Let's see if Pleasant Grove can force another turnover here. Madison will get a good drive in.
Easton Cordero in shotgun. He's going to take it, flip it out to his right. Utah pass. And the running back is absolutely swallowed in a sea of black Viking defenders.
Well, Madison here is running the option. That's a heavy part of their offense, but nothing working much here in the first.
And it seems that as the Pleasant Grove side of the bleachers is standing room only here tonight, as it is a packed full house. Cordero, he's going to throw it out to his left. Big hit wrapped up by Viking defenders. Still on his feet. The refs are going to call the play dead. We're looking at about 3rd and 3 here for the Bobcat offense. Tanner, what are some good things you're seeing out of the Viking defense here tonight?
Well, as on the first drive, the strip and run by Matt Smith, which set them up in a good position, but they couldn't convert, and their pass defense.
Cordero throws it out to his right. Pass broken up there. Number 2, Caden Bishop with the play. Juniors really representing their class here tonight.
Well, Bishop is subbing in for the injured Brooks Winterton, who's played a key role in offense and defense. Let's see what Pleasant Grove does without him today.
And it looks like Madison is going to punt here, as we have Jaden Maldonado and Rex Connors back to return for the Vikings. The punt is up and away. Fair caught by Rex Connors at the 35-yard line.
Very high punt there by the Madison punter to not allow a return by this Vikings special teams.
Caleb Campbell and the Viking offense setting up here, shop around 35-yard line. And that is going to be a no yardage on the play, as
You guys are great.
looks like number 25, Carter Merrill, was wrapped up. No gain on the play, 2nd and 10.
Madison bringing the heavy pressure here to prevent this Vikings offense from running the ball.
The mysterious smell in the air tonight. You smell that, Tanner?
Yes.
What does it smell like to you?
I'm not sure. Do you have any ideas what it is?
It might be Caleb Campbell's fiery hot offense here. Ooh, that's spicy. Campbell throwing out to his left for Carter Merrill for a 5-yard and tackled. Carter Merrill looking like his favorite target tonight.
Well, Carter Merrill's a name that hasn't come up much in the past few games. Maybe a secret weapon that they've been waiting to use this year.
Off the pool was just so bad.
3rd and 6 on the 39-yard line for Pleasant Grove. Campbell in shotgun. He's got 3 out to his right, 2 out to his left. Claps his hands, gets the snap, flips it in his hands, throws it out to his right. Caught by number 22, Cale Mickelson, for about 5 yards. We could be looking at 4th and 1.
We're keeping the offense out here again on 4th down.
Wooten's playing to win tonight, as all coaches should be. Shout out to the New York Knicks for tanking for 7 years. Caleb Campbell, he's going to keep it himself, fighting for the yards, and he's got it. Excellent second effort there by Caleb Campbell.
Caleb Campbell falls forward for a 1st down.
Just continues pushing on that line to get through for the short gain, but a solid 1st down.
2:33 left in the first quarter clock. 1st and 10 for the Vikings on the 47-yard line. Campbell, shotgun. Gonna fake the handoff, throws it downfield, looking for Mickelson, but incomplete.
Mickelson is the intended receiver. Defending was Trey Holloway.
Pleasant Grove's Campbell trying to go through the quick slant route to the middle, but the hit caused the wide receiver to drop the ball there.
It looks like Madison's defense has come in well prepared for the night, as this Viking offense has not got one into the blue zone yet.
2nd and 10 here for the Vikings offense.
Beautiful homecoming Friday night under the lights. Campbell, he's going to fake the handoff to Connors up the middle. Connors got space to run. He's still on his feet on the 40-yard line and tackled after about a 15-yard gain. Beautiful play there for Rex Connors.
There again showing why he's such a good football player, is because he's hard to bring down and he will run you over if he has to.
The Connors twins, they're gentle giants, actually. They may appear to be ferocious, but however, they're kind-hearted souls.
Very much so.
Campbell to his brother, Porter Connors. He's still on his feet after about a 10-yard carry. Connors brothers carrying the Viking offense here into the knocking on the red zone door. Bryant Keach, my producer. Are we broadcasting to the radio right now? Are we on the radio right now? Excellent. Thank you for those tuning in to KPGR 88.1 FM.
Tech is pretty cool. I kind of want to switch Braid and Josh.
Campbell under center. Jet sweep out to Rex Connors. He's got room to run. He's at the 20. He's at the 10. And he's going to take it to the house for a Viking touchdown. The Vikings are in for 6, baby.
Well, this Vikings offense has been trying to get the edge this whole first quarter and finally does it. And Connors didn't get touched on that sideline for the 20-yard, 20-plus
and the
yard
jet sweep
touchdown.
coming in action there. Beautiful play. As we saw Rex Connors there with the jet sweep taking it to the house. What were some good things you saw from the Viking offense out of that drive, Tanner?
Well, they just kept giving the ball to the Connors twins there and running it. And then on that last play, the wide receivers held their blocks up so Connors could get to the outside and have a solid touchdown run.
Let's see if the Viking defense can continue this greatness here for Pleasant Grove.
Yes.
Yes, indeed. And the extra point is no good for Pleasant Grove after the kick attempt.
Pleasant Grove 6, Madison 0.
So as Pleasant Grove takes it to the house, they're up 6-0 on the Madison Bobcats. So Tanner, I think I finally figured out what that smell was.
What?
Potatoes.
Is that a Idaho reference there?
Yes, that is.
For those of you who don't know, this Madison Bobcats team is from Rexburg, Idaho. The one and only hometown of BYU, Idaho, I believe.
BYU, Idaho, the extent of Brigham Young University. So the Vikings are going to kick it off here. And it looks like number 11 for the Vikings, Spencer Tattioli, is going to kick this. No, excuse me, never mind. My mistake. Number 90 for the Vikings. Let's see. We don't have a number 90. I'm assuming that's Josiah Kahuntham, the swimmer, also happens to be the kicker. Josiah lines up, raises his hand, takes a few big steps, and boots it way down the field. Caught it at the 5-yard line by Madison. Bobcat runner, he's at the 30, wiping off tacklers, and brought down at the 34.
Great kick there by the Vikings kicker, but a good blocking sets up a 30-plus yard return for the
varsity
Madison
swimmer
Bobcats.
Josiah Kahuntham sharing the kicker position with sophomore Seth Lyman, the soccer player. Have you ever wondered if somebody just makes a career out of being a football kicker?
Well, Adam Vinatieri, I believe, is in his 25th year of kicking, so yes, I do.
Do you ever wonder if people... Easton Cordero, he gets a snap. He's going to hand it off to the running back, out for about 7 yards. Back to our kicker conversation. Do you ever wonder if a kid is I want to be a varsity football kicker someday?
No, I'm pretty sure their goal is to be a soccer or as Seth Lyman is, but sometimes it just happens and you make a lot of money off of it.
Cordero is going to hand it up the middle again, and he's going to be brought down for 3rd down and 1 on the 40-yard line. 40 seconds left to play in the first quarter.
Gets up a first down for Madison. 42-yard line.
Easton Cordero hands it off at the middle, and he is swallowed up by Viking defenders and driven about 10 yards back. Beautiful play there for the Viking defense, and they are hyped here on this homecoming night as the sun is setting behind the mountains, and the stadium lights have begun to come on here at Pleasant Grove's home field, as people are sitting out on the grass now, too, because there is no room on the bleachers. Easton Cordero, 2nd and 11, 3 seconds left. He's going to take the snap. He's going to run it up the middle, and he's going to be brought down for a sack by the Viking defense.
That is the end of the first quarter here from Pleasant Grove. The Vikings are up 6-0 on this Madison Bobcats team.
So I got to bring home like 100 cookies. They're kind of old and messed up.
And it's going to be... And the first quarter is going to run out. Your Vikings are up 6-0 on Madison High School, all the way down from Rexburg, Idaho. Thank you for tuning in tonight. This is Pleasant Grove Sports Network. We are broadcasting to you live on KPGR 88.1 FM and KPGR 881 on YouTube Live. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Brendan Larson.
And I'm Tanner Keith.
If you're interested in sponsoring Pleasant Grove Sports Network, please feel free to contact Russ Mayo or the Pleasant Grove High School Secretary Desk. Thank you.
As we saw at the end of that quarter there, I believe Pleasant Grove is just bringing the house on this option offense ran by the Madison Bobcats.
And it doesn't look like they can handle it.
My house is just a street down that way. I had to park at
And the second quarter,
because there was no parking.
is beginning to start here. And it seems like the usual shenanigans are happening from the Viking student section. Posters and odd flags for the Toronto Blue Jays are being flown here tonight.
You gotta hold it in your mouth.
Easton Cordero in shotgun, 3rd and 12. On the 40-yard line, slow snap. He's going to bomb it all the way downfield, looking for number 3, out of bounds. Incomplete. Excellent coverage there by the Viking defense.
You can go up there and like on the stairs and stuff. If you try to go any further, it'll like
And the Madison punter is coming out to kick it back again as another 3 and out by the Viking defense
if you like scream
happens. Shout out to Ty Caldwell, tonight's varsity ball boy.
for a highlight, but they don't. You can't use it for a live broadcast. So.
I believe everybody should get a shout out in life.
Yes, I do. Too.
In-depth analysis here from Tanner Keith. Madison punter is up and away. Fielded by Maldonado at the 40-yard line, and ooh, big hit there from the Madison defenders.
Shallow punt there by the Madison punter gives Maldonado a chance to bring it back, but and gets a solid 15 yards on the return.
Was that Maldonado or Colton Bayless?
I am not sure.
Well, whoever it was, good job. Caleb Campbell in the Viking offense here on the 40-yard line. Campbell's going to go under center, as most of the Viking offense primarily ran out of. He's going to hand it off. Carter Merrill, he got a first down. Excellent play there.
Late flag thrown on the play. I believe there was a block in the back by Isaac Vaha. Vikings offensive lineman without his helmet on too. I wonder what happened there.
That is Dane Doman with his helmet off. He's going to take it off to the sideline. Not looking too happy about it. And the Viking student section is jumping and chanting and hooliganing around.
Hooliganizing, I believe, is how you would say that.
Hooliganizing. Your official word of the day, brought to you by Brendan and Tanner, is hooliganizing.
Did you hear about Ohio State trying to trademark the word "the" earlier this month?
I'm not sure why it got denied.
Neither do I.
I don't think they wanted just the word "the." I think they just wanted to be
Rights
known as
to
the
word.
Ohio State University.
Oh, and not just Ohio State University.
I mean, they're too cool to just be known as Ohio State University, so they have to be the Ohio State University.
I guess that could be a reason. But weird things happen in college football these years.
Indeed, weird things indeed.
It's better to try than to just.
As the cheerleaders do a brief but loud dance routine.
Every time there's a timeout, we're just gonna come to
Oh yeah, you guys want
Shout out to Colby who brought us crumble cookies. Viking offense 1st and 18. Campbell, he's going to be in shotgun. He's going to get the snap. He's going to roll out back. Looking. Throws it over the middle. Caught and fumbled there by Carter Merrill. Incomplete. Going to be 2nd and 18 for the Vikings.
The Vikings trying to draw all of the defensive pressure deep and then throw it underneath, but slips through the hands of Carter Merrill. Slant out there.
How do I get this one off?
Let's see if the Vikings can put this game away before halftime and get another score here. Could be
Again.
rough, though, because Coach Wooten is not putting kicker Seth Lyman in any position to do that. Caleb Campbell going under center. He's got 3 out to his right. He's going to play action, throw it up to the middle, and dropped again. Number 17, Evan Robinson with the drop.
Evan Robinson was the intended receiver. 3rd down.
You think the Madison team rubbed potato skins all over the ball before the game?
I don't know, Brendan, but anything could be happening.
Weird rituals.
We don't see very many drop passes by this Vikings offense, but 2 in a row there, that puts them in very pole position here.
Caleb Campbell in shotgun. He's got 2 to his left, 3 to his right. Claps his hands once, gets a snap. Throws it over the middle, incomplete. Evan Robinson, the intended target there. It's going to be 4th and 18.
Well, they were just trying to get some yards there, going for the middle route there, and just out of the reach of Evan Robinson.
And it looks like Evan's going to punt this one away. Not sure why they have Evan out there to punt, but the kicking game is very complicated and mysterious for the Pleasant Grove Vikings.
Definitely. I don't believe Seth Lyman is a punter, though.
He is a kicker. Ball is up and away, all the way back to the 25-yard line. Impressive kick there from Evan Robinson. Number 6 has the ball. He's at the 30. He's going to zoom it out to the 40. Still on his feet and tackled out of bounds at the 45. Flags fly on the field as possible late hit. Oh, there's 2 flags. Extracurriculars by both teams. Some words being said to each other after the play.
Well, Evan Robinson with the booming kick right over the rusher there, and number 6 for the Madison Bobcats, Brandon Lewis, with a solid return, but I believe he was hit late.
11 minutes left in the second quarter. Let's see what the ref's call is here. And there's an injured Viking on the play.
Okay. I'm gonna go
Looks
try and
like
handle the students.
doesn't look good.
You can probably see me, right? Yeah, you can. Okay.
Tanner, this isn't looking good for the Vikings.
No, not at all. Already missing some key defenders here, but this could just be worse. I cannot tell who the injured player is. Can you?
Nope. Tanner, with the NBA season coming up, who are some teams you should think to look for as title contenders for you?
Well, for me, it's always the Atlanta Hawks.
Oh, for sure. Trey Young, really good young core there with
Trey Young, DeAndre Hunter, and John Collins could all be huge assets.
You know, John Collins can grab the backboard and dunk the basketball.
Yes. Did you know that he was born in Layton, Utah?
Wow.
I figured that during the dunk contest this year. Another strong title contender, in my opinion.
Wyatt Daw, the injured Viking down. He's going to walk off under his own power. Good sight to see Wyatt Daw struggling this year with a few injuries, but looks like he's going to be A-OK, folks.
Well, if you watch that BYU-Tennessee game, his older brother was the one that threw the quarterback shoe into the audience.
Quite funny there, but I don't know if he was joking. Madison Bobcat running back just swallowed up by the Viking defense. Viking defense run attack against the run has been beautiful all year.
There are some very intimidating people on that front 6 for the Vikings, and Tatioli and Rex Connors. With Wyatt Daw out, though, that could be a struggle.
Probably closer to the end of halftime.
Easton Cordero is going to snap his hands. He's going to run it out to his left. We're got a 3-yard gain and tackled on the play. It's going to be about 3rd and 6.
This Madison team has not tried to throw the ball very much, but their run game has been pretty solid.
We'll see what the Viking defense has to show for here. 10 minutes left here in the second quarter. Easton Cordero, Vikings showing blitz. Easton Cordero claps his hands, low snap, throws it out to his left, and great coverage there by Rex Connors, incomplete. It's going to be 4th and 6, and another 3 and out here. Viking defense really showing hard.
Well, Rex Connors are just following his man all the way across the field and being able to break up the pass.
Yeah, I think.
Now he's going deep to return with number 3, Matt Smith, I believe.
Matt Smith earlier in the game had a fumble recovery and returned it for about 20 yards. Punt is up and away, fielded by Connors. He's got it at about the 50. He's got room to run. He's at the 40. He's at the 30. He's looking to take it to the house. He's on the 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Vikings! Rex Connors taking it to the house for 6. You gotta love it, baby.
Well, on the punt return there was just some great blocking by that Pleasant Grove special teams, and Connors catches it off the one bounce right in front of him and just takes it to the house. Puts a move on the punter, which I believe sent him out of bounds.
Rex Connors showing all the fancy jukes. He's got more moves than X-Lax. Vikings are going to... Rex Connors taking it to the house for his 2nd touchdown of the evening. And it looks like the Vikings are going to go for... Oh, and they're going to send Evan Robinson out to kick here for the Vikings. They could be going for 2, it looks like. And looks like a timeout was called here by Coach Mark Wooten of the Vikings. Nope, excuse me, that is called by Coach Mitch Buck from the Madison Bobcats.
Well, both defenses here have been done pretty good.
Apparently we're live on the camera behind us. Hey, how you doing tonight, ladies and gentlemen? Rex Connors taking it to the house on an impressive field return there.
Let's try and hide the cookies, okay?
Definitely not eating cookies on the air.
Well, on that punt return there, Rex Connors just picks it up and runs past all of the defenders.
As simply put there by expert analysis Tanner Keith. We'll see if the Vikings get a 1 or 2 point conversion coming up here. Thank you for tuning in. This is Pleasant Grove Sports Network. I'm Brendan Larson.
And I'm Tanner Keith.
He keeps doing it so early and so late.
And it looks like the Vikings are going to go for 2 here with a Wildcat formation.
I would probably do the same thing. So.
Just kidding. Caleb Campbell's going to throw it out to his left to a wide open number 23, Cooper Cambelango with the 2 point conversion.
Whoa, what is?
Excuse me, that was Cale Mickelson. And a smoke bomb has gone off in the Pleasant Grove student section. Absolute pandemonium here tonight. I can't tell if that's a smoke bomb or a massive axe bomb.
I believe that is baby powder just being thrown up in the air.
Well, it's homecoming game. Everything's crazy. And there's more baby powder being thrown. It's everywhere. Not a pretty sight. And now I can't see anything because there's baby powder in the air.
Walked out the whole game.
And it seems the entire population of Rexburg, Idaho has shown up on the opposing side of the field to watch their Bobcats play. Pleasant Grove's going to kick it back to the Bobcats here. 9:45 left to play in the 2nd quarter. Thank you for tuning in. This is Pleasant Grove Sports Network. I'm Brendan Larson.
And I'm Tanner Keith.
We're broadcasting to you live on KPGR 88.1 FM and on YouTube live at KPGR 881. Ball bounces to all the way back to the end zone. Touchback for the Vikings.
Pleasant Grove's defense taking the field once again, and they have not allowed anything to go by them so far this game.
And there's more baby powder being blown in the student section. You'd think it'd be Woodstock in the 1960s with all the smoke in the air. Bryant, do we have any sideline interviews coming up? Bryant doesn't know if we have any sideline interviews.
We do not know either. So.
Easton Cordero takes a snap. He's going to run it himself. He's going to look out. He's got Viking defenders all over him. Breaks a few tackles, breaks a few more, and he's tackled around the 5 after about a 5-yard gang onto the 27-yard line. Matt Smith and Cooper King there on the gang tackle after it took the entire Viking off defense to bring him down. As a lonely balloon floats through the sky here on homecoming night. Easton Cordero is going to take it as a Wildcat and get no yardage on the play. Going to be 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
Nope, they gave them the first down.
Wow, okay.
That was some Great calling there by Brendan Larson.
Yep. And expert analysis here by Tanner Keith. Easton Cordero, he's going to be in shotgun. Let's see what he's pulling out in his bag of tricks here today.
This left-handed quarterback has a good left hand.
Well, he's left-handed, so I should hope so. And, ooh, incomplete there, but a little extracurriculars on the play by Evan Robinson.
I believe that was not the best left-handed throw we've seen.
I could probably throw it better with my right hand, and I'm right-handed.
That is a great comment there.
Shout out to Vaughn, if any of you know who Vaughn is. Legend.
Now
And-
the Vikings cheerleaders are doing jumps on top of each other. Very interesting.
And a failed pyramid attempt by the Viking cheerleaders. And Easton Cordero is going to throw it over the middle. It's caught by number 6, and he's wrapped up and thrown down, but there's a flag on the play. Tanner, for the last time, you cannot get distracted by the cheerleaders.
My bad. Let's see what the call is here. Oh, holding on Madison.
And this
for the-
one's going to be coming back. Viking defense, stout, tout, and roundabout here tonight. And I just made that up on the spot.
Great word usage there by Brendan once again.
Hooliganing. Just to remind you that.
Hooliganizing.
Hooliganizing. Sorry, excuse me, that's the word of the night. Easton Cordero in shotgun with the spread offense of the Madison Bobcats.
Let's see if he pulls
Cordero
off.
snaps his hands, gets a snap, looking deep, throwing it deep. It's incomplete.
Well, tried to take a shot there, but there wasn't really anybody there. So
It's going to be third and about a mile here for the Madison Bobcats.
the square mile that surrounds Rexburg, Idaho, I believe.
He's down on the field.
Yeah, I know.
Wait, who?
Oh, sorry, who?
Yeah.
Sorry, I thought you said he's down.
Oh,
I don't know his name.
Think any of these kids are going to get scholarships to BYU, Idaho?
I don't think he's in our
I don't believe they have a football team,
Just him to help out.
but there are some very good kids on both these teams.
Lots of talent out here under the Friday night lights, folks. Madison High School, 5A high school, and there's going to be a timeout called on the field
down there. He's in the red and blue shirt.
by Madison coach Mitch Buck.
He's just looking around, so it's kind of.
So Tanner, now that we have another timeout on our hands, I really think the Atlanta Hawks have a solid chance at the NBA championship this year.
Well, coming out of the East, there's 76ers and the Heat who have both made some key moves to try and get better, along with Giannis and the Bucks, but
The
Hawks
development of
core.
Trae Young is essential for this Atlanta Hawks team.
very essential.
And I think he's going to take the next step and be an all-star this year.
Oh, I believe he could win MVP with his Steph Curry range and his great passing abilities.
No, I see a lot of Dikembe Mutombo and Trae Young.
Well,
I think that might be his real father.
I believe Dikembe Mutombo actually has a nephew on the LA Clippers now.
Oh, excuse me. Well, conspiracy theory, NBA conspiracy theories with your host, Brendan Larson.
And your assistant host, Tanner Keith.
Like, I knew it was good, but I didn't think you would keep it like.
Easton Cordero, 3rd and 23 for the Madison Bobcats. He's going to look long, throwing it long. And intercepted by Pleasant Grove. Number 3, Matt Smith with the interception. He's already got a fumble recovery tonight. Really coming out to play here at homecoming.
This
The-
senior, Matt Smith, in his last homecoming game, has put on a show for all of these people in this Pleasant Grove stand and that whole Rexburg City on the other sideline.
It is absolutely packed here tonight with students everywhere. Matt Smith, the 6'1", 170-pound absolute unit of a senior out there, really putting on a show tonight. Caleb Campbell and the Viking offense looking to score another one with 8:12 left in the second quarter. Campbell, he's going to take it. He's looking for an option and tackled for about no gain on the play.
Well, Pleasant Grove taking a play out of this Madison playbook to run the speed option there, but doesn't get any yards.
I'd like to give a big shout out to the Pleasant Grove cross country team. We have a meet tomorrow at bus leaves at 6 a.m. down at East Bay Golf Course in Provo. If you'd like to come out and support the cross country team, Be my guest.
Brendan says that not just because he's on the cross-country team, but because he loves this school so much.
My blood is just flowing with school spirit. Caleb Campbell gets a snap, play action, rolling out to his right. He's got defenders on him. He's going to scramble. He's going to throw it. And out of bounds, looking for Isaac Baja on the play, but it's going to be incomplete. And 3rd and 10 for the Vikings. Big shout out to Ty Caldwell, the sophomore ball boy here tonight, with his majestic flowing hair as he runs throughout the field getting those balls.
If I'm ready for the shots from now on, I'm just going to flash you a
Viking ball on the 40-yard line.
It's just like, for example, this.
Caleb Campbell in shotgun. 3rd and 10, second quarter.
That's so bright. And now I'll just turn it back there.
Gets a snap, looking to his right, throwing to his right, over the middle. Intercepted by Madison. Madison's runner's got it at the 50. He's still got blockers. He's down at the 45, and tackled at the 43.
Well, Campbell trying to take a shot down the middle there, but Trey Holloway, the defensive back for Madison, just goes behind the wide receiver and catches it on an easy catch there. Takes it back to the Pleasant Grove 42-yard line.
Bit of a risky move there for quarterback Caleb Campbell, throwing his 5th interception on the year. Easton Cordero, Madison, quarterback. He's shifting in the pocket. He's moving and tackled for about a 3-yard gain. Tanner, how many times do you brush your teeth a day?
Me, twice a day.
That's the recommended amount by your dentist, but I do 5 times a day.
Going up and beyond everybody else here.
Gotta keep those pearly whites nice for them ladies. Shout out to Nate Harris, the freshman football player, as I see him in the stands with his visor. Good kid. Shout out to everyone wearing socks, too. Easton Cordero on the shotgun. He's going to throw it to his left and tackled up for a loss after a first down. Trey Holloway with the previous interception gets a reception here. And for a first down, Madison Bobcats knocking on that red zone door. Easton Cordero in the shotgun. He's got 2 to his right and 3 to his left. Gets a snap, taking it back, throws it over the middle, and the ref had a duck for that, and he threw a flag.
I believe the quarterback, that was an intentional throw at the ref.
Was that a penalty, intentional throwing at the ref?
I'm not sure. Do we have a rules analyst here? Definitely not a rules analyst.
Definitely not a rules analysis, just the guy that brought us cookies.
Which we love so much.
Let's see what the ref has to say here. And this play is going to be going forward. Thinks it was offsides on the Viking defense. That's going to be a first down for the Madison Bobcats as they take it into the red zone here. Ball on the 20-yard line. Easton Cordero's in shotgun. Same play. He's got 3 out to his right, 2 to his left. They flipped it. Easton gets the ball, throwing it to his left. Batted up in the air, incomplete. And guess who's on the coverage? Matt Smith. The 6'1", 170-pound absolute unit of a man putting on a show tonight.
Definitely.
Expert analysis here by Tanner Keith.
For those of you wondering, you could all donate to fund a cure for type 1 diabetes.
Which Tanner suffers from. Poor guy.
Thank you.
But that's okay. Diabetics have magical powers, as we hear.
Very magical.
How magical can you get, Tanner?
As magical as every other diabetic can get.
You're a wizard, Tanner. Easton Cordero gets the ball, batted up in the air. Let's see who's got it. And I believe he caught his own pass as it was batted up in the air.
Going for those fantasy stats there. I believe that is 1 point for reception for all those high school fantasy football players.
Fantasy football is the bane of my existence, to be honest. Because I suck at it.
Hopefully he's recording, because If he's recording, it doesn't matter.
For all those who are wondering, Andrew Luck was a great steal of the draft this year for all those who picked him.
But yeah,
If you haven't picked up quarterback Andrew Luck, you might as well want to go pick him up now because he's having a great season on the couch. Easton Cordero gets the snap, feeling the pressure from the Viking defense, rolling out to his right, throwing it on the run, caught, and caught by number 3 into the end zone.
Joe London there on the crossing route breaks 2 tackles to get into the end zone for the Madison Bobcats.
Pleasant Grove defense going on the play.
All right.
We may need to turn on the lights soon. There we go. All right, get closer together.
After the field goal.
After the
So the field goal is up and in for the Madison Bobcats.
This Vikings lead just cut in half there on the extra point, 14-7.
So Tanner, what were some things you saw for the Viking defense and the Madison offense on that drive?
Well, Madison had put some good passing plays together there, which they hadn't done before. And that one big penalty on the Vikings put them closer to the goal line. And those 3 broken tackles by number 3 of Madison put them in the end zone.
Seems like the Vikings were putting on the pressure in good amounts, but the quarterback Easton Cordero from the Madison Bobcats was handling it well and still was able to complete passes.
I believe that was his 6th touchdown pass on the young season for that quarterback.
We'll see if quarterback Caleb Campbell can respond after this next drive. I'd like to give a big shout out to our crew tonight. We have Bryant Keach producing, Braden with the in-studio camera, and Landon Van Overby up top with the big boy camera. Also shout out to the KPGR stuffed pig we have in studio with us. Madison is going to kick the ball here, and it's a bit of a squibby down to the 15-yard line, fielded by Pleasant Grove. Number 7, he's got blockers and tackled it around the 25-yard line, same as a touchback.
I believe that was Colton Bayless on the return there.
Fun fact, Colton Bayless is in my history class, sits in the back and makes funny remarks the whole time. Good
Funny
kid.
fact, his father, Eric Bayless, is the one that injured my eye in 6th grade.
What a story, Tanner. Would you care to tell?
Yes, I was playing soccer, which I'm not good at all, and he kicked the ball at my face, which injured my eye, and now I'm supposed to wear glasses.
And Tanner also has diabetes.
That did not come from the same experience.
Caleb Campbell hands the ball up the middle to Carter Merrill, and he's tackled after about no gain on the play. 2nd and 10 for the Vikings. 5:47 left in the first half. Thank you for tuning in tonight. This is Pleasant Grove Sports Network. I'm Brendan Larson.
Oh, and I'm Tanner Keith.
Expert analysis here by Tanner Keith tonight. Thank you for tuning in. We are broadcasting to you live from KPGR 88.1 FM and on YouTube live at KPGR at 881. Caleb Campbell motions Axton Mickelson across the middle. Campbell rolling out, looking to his left. He's got a bailout option. Carter Merrill, you guessed it, and brought down after about a 3-yard gang on the play.
Well, trying to draw that defense deep again on that screenplay. This time held on to by Carter Merrill for a solid 5-yard gain.
And the Pleasant Grove student section is bouncing in a whatever they're doing, and the stands are shaking because that's how many there
The
are.
cheerleaders are also hopping too.
Tanner, for the last time, you cannot get distracted by the cheerleaders.
Gosh dang it, Tanner. Every single time.
Once a quarter. That is the
That's
minimum I will
your
guarantee.
minimum quota for looking at the cheerleaders. Quarterback Caleb Campbell, 3rd and 5 here. Motions Axton Mickelson across the middle again. They're looking for the same play. Campbell rolling out to his right, throwing it down the field. He's got wide open. Who is that?
I believe that was Mickelson who came across the field.
Mickelson and the motion got the reception there for the first down. Pleasant Grove going into their 4-minute offense, trying to get the ball down the field and score another touchdown before the half is up.
Shout out to the scorekeeper, Spencer Clement, over there.
Math teacher and basketball coach, Spencer Clement.
The greatest sophomore math teacher I've ever had.
Wow, that's high standards.
Very much. There's only one of those.
Shout out to my math teacher, Catherine Biggs.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Wonder if she's at the game right now. Volleyball coach, Catherine Biggs. Caleb Campbell gets the handoff, hands it up to Carter Merrill up the middle. Still on his feet, got a first down and a little more. Great carry there by Carter Merrill to the 45-yard line. Pleasant Grove into the enemy side of the field.
Well, put a man in the spin cycle there.
Stuck him in the washing machine and he went round.
Very much so.
Tanner, what do you think of some plays we could see coming up from this drive on Pleasant Grove?
Well, I believe that we will see them try and give it to one of the Connors twins again. And
Campbell under center. He's going to hand it up the middle to Merrill, and Merrill is dropped for a loss on the play.
Brings the blitz again right there. The Madison Bobcats in. Got in the backfield to stop Merrill.
Coach Mitch Buck for the Madison Bobcats drawing up some great defensive plays there. And the Connors twins are going out onto the field now, coming out for Dane Doman and Carter Merrill.
That luscious hair of the Connors twins that many people strive to have.
Their hair like Thor flowing from their heads. As Caleb Campbell under center, he's going to hand it off. He's going to fake the handoff. He's going to throw it over the middle, looking for Isaac Vaha. Incomplete, 3rd and 10 for the Vikings.
Well, an off-balance throw there by Caleb Campbell. Just fell in the middle of the field where nobody could grab it.
Isaac Vaha, the intended receiver, incomplete. Pleasant Grove really feeling the loss of Wayne Daw here tonight.
Wyatt Daw.
It's been a rough day, Tanner.
Yes, for me too.
3rd and 10. Every day is a rough day for a diabetic.
They should make a TV series.
3rd and
Days
10.
in the life of a diabetic.
Caleb Campbell throws it over his middle, incomplete, looking for Rex Connors on the reception.
Well, as I called earlier in the drive, they tried to give it to one of the Connors twins, but didn't work. Sending the punter Evan Robinson on the field again.
And it looks like the Vikings are going to try for a punt and pin here.
I could see a fake right here.
Special teams can clutch it up. Evan Robinson back deep for the Vikings to kick. He's going to clap his hands once, get the ball. He's going to roll out to his left. Might be, and it's a fake on the punt. Fake on 4th and 10. Evan Robinson dodging defenders in the backfield and finally punts it away. They faked the fake punt all the way down to the 8-yard line. Beautiful play by the Viking special teams.
I do not think that was drawn up at all. Evan decides to run after he was going to punt and then decides to punt.
Well, if you ask Coach Mark Wooten, that was drawn up.
Now the drill team is going out onto the track.
Make sure to tune into the drill team's halftime performance. I know I won't be tuning in.
Once again, I believe that Joshua Godfrey down there on the field got a video of that, so I can make a highlight.
Tanner's highlight Instagram page coming out soon. Do you have a name?
Tingus Pingus.
His highlight name is going to be Tingus Pingus for his funny highlights. 2nd and 34 on the 9-yard line. Vikings with a successful punt and pin here. Quarterback Easton Cordero is going to take the ball. He's going to throw it out to his right and absolutely lit up by number 13? Number 17, Evan Robinson with the hit after the fake punt.
I still believe that is the greatest punt in football history right there.
Football history has been made tonight, ladies and gentlemen, with a fake punt.
A fake punt, fake run.
Fake punt.
I can do the thing. I just need my phone to charge a little bit up.
Easton Cordero, 2nd and 7 here. Hands it off up the middle. Absolutely swallowed up by the Viking defense. And the refs are going to call a timeout here is called by it looks like
one of the two teams.
One of the teams called a timeout. That is for sure.
I believe that was Pleasant Grove's first timeout. Yep. Nope. Last timeout.
I'm going to disconnect it for now. Ryan, apparently they can't see the scoreboard on TV. Yeah, I disconnected my phone for now.
So,
I think I'm out there. I'm not cool.
Tanner, as we've established the fact that the Atlanta Hawks are clearly an NBA title contender, who do you think could face them coming out of the West?
You got it.
Well, this is going to be a long shot for most of you fans, but I believe that the Sacramento Kings are coming out of the West.
Solid choice. I do believe the Phoenix Suns coming out of the West are going to challenge the Atlanta Hawks for an NBA title this year.
Well, the final 4 teams, I believe, are going to be the Hawks and the Bulls coming out of the East, and
Yeah.
the Kings and the Suns, which are all 4 great title contending
Great
teams.
title contending teams this year. Really look for those teams. I think Devin Booker is going to have an MVP type level season.
So is Trae Young.
And speaking of basketball, make sure to tune in later this year for varsity basketball at Pleasant Grove High, brought to you by yours truly, PGSN.
Yes.
Easton Cordero in shotgun. He's got Spencer Tattioli to look out for on the left side. Spencer's going to blitz the quarterback. He's coming for him. He's coming for him, and he tackles him. But Easton did get a 5-yard gain on the play.
As we have seen in games previously, Tattioli will hit you even if it is not very necessary.
Tanner, how much money do you think you're willing to bet that Easton Cordero could throw a football over them mountains right there?
Well, what mountains are we talking about? 'Cause
Those
there's
ones across the
those
lake.
mountains. There are those mountains.
I think he could throw a football over them mountains across the lake.
I don't think he can get over the mountains. Over the lake, yes, definitely. But those mountains are.
Easton Cordero, he's going to throw it over them mountains, and incomplete there.
Powder and it absolutely covers everything.
Did you know that? Did you know that Madison High School has retired number 4 for Uncle Rico?
Do you but you don't have to pass. That
No, I
go
had
with you.
no clue about that.
Yeah, the number 4 is retired for Madison High School's football team as their all-time legend quarterback, Uncle Rico, who really could throw a football over the mountains and into our
And I don't
hearts.
have Russ to come say, hey, let him in.
Yes. For all those who are wondering why they should attend BYU Idaho, they will have a Madison High School football.
Easton Cordero's on the
Games to
quarterback
go to.
keeper. He's going to take it on 2nd and 10, and it's going to be about 3rd and 9 here with 1 minute left in the game clock. 14-7 for your Pleasant Grove Vikings are in the lead by 7 points. Madison High School 7, Pleasant Grove High School 14. Thank you for tuning in tonight. This is PGSN coming to you live from KPGR 88.1 FM and KPGR 881 on YouTube Live.
But one of the cameras is cut
50
down.
seconds left in the game clock.
We have one camera.
15 left on the play clock.
It was kind of rough.
10 seconds left on the play clock. Looks like there's some confusion on the Madison side. 5 seconds left in the play clock, and it looks like Madison's going to use their final timeout of the half.
Come on, please, we need you.
More necessary.
As Easton smacks his lips looking at these delicious crumble cookies.
We could hear it all the way up here in the press box.
35 left in the second. So it's almost half.
That's disgusting.
Which means that half is
So with another timeout on our hands, Tanner,
when everybody gets a break. That's half.
who do you think we could see win the Super Bowl this year?
Yeah. At
Ooh.
halftime, they can say,
Well,
all right, thank you.
The Dolphins.
Miami Dolphins are a solid team. Ryan Fitzpatrick is the first quarterback in league history to throw a touchdown for 8 different teams.
And start for all 8 of those teams.
35 more seconds.
And they were just showing off how bad their defense can be. But next week, I believe they're pulling out all the stops and not allowing any points.
Next week, you guys better look out. I really think the Super Bowl this year could be the Dolphins versus the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Our
They lost.
The Florida Throwdown.
our producer Colby does not believe in us, but
Didn't the Ravens beat them like 60-2?
yes, but that was just a prank. As we've seen many times before, teams lose in the first week and eventually win the Super Bowl.
You know, once Fitzmagic starts kicking in and Fitzpatrick is slinging the ball over the field, it's win-win city for the Miami Dolphins. Easton Cordero, he's throwing them football over the mountains and incomplete, and a pass interference there on senior Matt Smith.
No, that is. Oh, wait. Yep. My bad.
Expert analysis here by Tanner Keep.
I believe he was trying to take the blocking foul there or the charging foul there and drew the foul.
Okay, there you go. That's good. By the end of halftime, it'll be.
It'll be right. Thank God for fresh charging.
You'd be screwed without it.
My old phone was so cracked.
Oh, yeah.
as the Pleasant Grove Viking defense is going to take a loss here, but on the pass interference by senior Matt Smith.
Hey, that sounds like my phone. I got
First and 10 for this Madison Bobcats offense.
And it looks like the homecoming queen is going to be taking the field at halftime today, along with her first, second attendance and Miss Congeniality. Shout out to them, whoever they are. Easton Cordero, he's going to take the he's going to take the ball, throw it over them mountains, and incomplete.
That is another reason to stay during halftime.
You'll have not only the drill team, and you'll have the homecoming queen. Double whammy there.
I believe the cheer team might do something interesting too.
As they tend to do. As shout out to the Pleasant Grove student section and the student body who is not in attendance tonight. As they have remained on their feet for this entire game, their levels of attention have been varying, but their dedication is stout. Madison got ball on the second down and 10 yards to go. Easton Cordero in shotgun, claps his hands, gets the snap. He's going to look to his left. He's going to throw it out to number 6. Number 6 is going to run it up the sideline and takes a big hit for about 8 yards. We're going to be looking at about 3rd and 4 here for Madison High School. 17 seconds left. Do you think we'll try and see Madison punching into the end zone here?
They'd have to take the shot here, and I haven't seen them be able to do that so far. So
we haven't seen the full arm of Easton Cordero here. Let's see if he can really throw it over them mountains. I mean, I'm not kidding. He's going to have to really throw it over them mountains. 3rd and 5 here for Madison High School. Easton Cordero is going to keep it himself as clock's going to run out of time here, and that is the end of the first half. Tatioli with the tackle, and 3-2-1. The first half is over. Your Pleasant Grove Vikings 14, Madison High School 7. Thank you for tuning in. We'll be back with more in the second half. Good afternoon.
Oh, wow.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us here tonight. This is PGSN. I'm Brendan Larson.
I'm Tanner Keith.
And we have student fan here with us, Ivy Keller. Ivy, we're going to ask you a few questions, okay? Is that all right? Okay, so Ivy, how many times a day do you brush your teeth?
2 times.
You brush your teeth 2 times a day. All right.
Disappointing answer there. Are you wearing socks at the moment?
Yes, I am.
You're wearing socks at the moment. Excellent answer. Are you a Jets fan?
Yes, A-E-T-S.
Excellent. She's a Jets fan.
True supporter here.
True supporter of the New Jersey Jets.
New
Thank
York
you. That
Jets.
is all. And that's how it's done.
Let's go get Dre.
Okay, wait, is that
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in to KPGR 88.1 FM and KPGR 881 on YouTube Live. We're coming to you live from the Pleasant Grove versus Madison High School homecoming game. I'm Brendan Larson.
And I'm Tanner Keith.
In the first half, we saw Pleasant Grove take a 14-7 lead off of two touchdowns from Rex Connors, one on a very impressive punt return, and the other when he just got a jet sweep and ran it into the end zone. Tanner, what were some observations you had from both sides of the ball for the Vikings in the first half?
Pleasant Grove's blocking did excellent in the first half. Just one bad throw from Campbell that ended up in an interception. And their run game, their run-stopping defenses held the Madison Bobcats to very little yards. But on the other side, Madison's pass defense is stopping Campbell's hot streak of throwing. So
Pleasant Grove's had a very solid run defense all year long.
yes.
We'll see if they can continue that in the first half. I'm Brendan Larson.
And I'm Tanner Keith.
And thanks for tuning in.
Green screen and live.
Brian.
You gotta switch it. There you go.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, as we're tuning in to this kickoff of the second half, it looks like we have Josiah Cahutham ready to kick it away.
Oh, baby.
Bop! Kicks it all the way down the field, and the play is blown dead already. Flag on the play.
You say he's just a friend.
You say he's just a friend. Oh, baby, I got what you need. I received word that we were not on KPGR 88.1 FM in the first half, but we are now officially on air right now. Or we should be. I'd like to give a big shout out to my friend and mentor Tyler McBee, as his very existence has changed my life tonight.
Just get some cool shots, but yeah. Because his dream.
All right, so they're going to redo the kickoff here. I don't know who's kicking it for PG, but I'm sure he can kick it far. And the kick is up and away, deep, back to the 10-yard line, fielded by Madison. Madison, he's running up the sideline. He's at the 30 and hit out of bounds at around the 35.
Good blocking on the kick return there for the Madison Bobcats, which led to a good 35-yard kick return. Puts them in good position to start this drive.
All right, so we see the Viking defense that was dominant in the first half coming out onto the second half here, with senior Matt Smith playing really well, the fumble recovery and an interception on the night.
If you guys want me to go down there, I can.
Quarterback for Madison is in the pocket, Easton Cordero, as I've lost my roster for Madison. Cordero gets sacked and dropped by Spencer Tatioli on the play.
Good pressure there by the Viking defense. Forced a quick sack there.
Shout out to offensive line coach Philip Boban, being my great PE teacher for all my 3 years of middle school. Boban, you made me a man. Easton Cordero in the shotgun. Gets a snap, looking to his left. Feeling the pressure from the PG defense. Rolling out to his right and gets sacked for a tackle for loss. It's going to be third down and about a mile here for Madison High School. If you didn't like that play, you don't like football.
Very much so, as the Vikings drop back into pass defense there and just held their quarterback behind the line.
Beautiful homecoming night under the Friday night lights here tonight. Thank you for tuning in. And we'd like to thank all of our viewers from Madison, Idaho tuning in tonight too. Rexburg, Idaho. Madison is your high school name. Easton Cordero throwing it back and incomplete and out of bounds. Looking for number 3 on the play, Joe London, already with a few receptions on the evening. And Bryant, my audio keeps cutting out. It's really annoying. It's going to be fourth down and about a mile here as Madison goes for another punt attempt with Rex Connors, and it looks like Matt Smith back to receive for Pleasant Grove. Rex and Matt chilling at around the 35-yard line. Chilling. Weatherman stacks to the building. Madison, punter, High snap, gets the snap, kicks it away. Looks like Matt's going to have this one at a 30-yard line. He's going to dodge a few Viking defenders as he's got the 40-yard line. He's still on his feet at the 50. Still on his feet on the 45 and tackled. Beautiful blocking there by Rex Connors on the play. As the Pleasant Grove student section, all 500 of them strong, comes to their feet here tonight. This homecoming evening, the black pit of the Pleasant Grove student section, as it is a blackout and it is dark as night.
Well, on the play there, Matt Smith just made all of the players on the Madison Pump team miss.
Quarterback Caleb Campbell here is going under center, as the Vikings like to run their offense out of. He's got two behind him. He is going to hand it off to whoever it is. Got a first down. That was number 17, Evan Robinson, on the carry for the first down. Ball is going to be on the, looks like the 37-yard line for Pleasant Grove. First and 10, knocking on the red zone door. There's a flag down against Madison on the play. We'll see what it is here in a few moments. Thank you for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. If you're interested in sponsoring PGSN, please remember to contact Russ Mayo at whatever his email address is. And if you would like to, if you'd like to sponsor Pleasant Grove Sports Network, please contact the Pleasant Grove High School Secretary's desk. Caleb Campbell gets it under center, hands it up the middle. Number 17, Evan Robinson on the carry. He's spinning around tacklers. He's down at about the 8-yard line, still fighting for a few more. And the refs are going to call this play dead, as the student section for Pleasant Grove is coming alive here, and the entire population of Rexburg on the opposing side of the field looks dead as a doornail.
Nice one. Well, you see there, Evan used the spin move to get a few extra yards, but got stopped in a big huddle of both Pleasant Grove and Madison players.
We apologize for our audio issues if the audio is cutting out. We are progressively working to fix that problem. Caleb Campbell he's still on his feet. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings! They're taking it to the house for 6, baby.
Well, on that one, he was stopped behind the line and then put a couple moves on the defenders to get into the end zone.
Did you see who had the carry on that one?
No clue.
Well, the Vikings scored, and I guess that's all that matters in the end. There is no I in team, but there definitely is a me.
And there is an Ein win.
And the student section is jumping about and about with, for some reason, a Toronto Blue Jays flag waving from the Pleasant Grove student section. Couldn't tell you why, but it's there. Go Blue Jays. And the kick is up and in. Sophomore Seth Lyman punching it in there for the Vikings. I sit next to Seth in history. Good kid. Helped me out with my assignment the other day. Big shout out to Seth Lyman. Complimented my shoe game.
Very few of those go around Pleasant Grove High School.
As the mysterious kicking game for Pleasant Grove saga continues here tonight, as Seth Lyman finally sees the field for the first time at this homecoming game.
Well, we've seen missed PATs and then fake punt, fake run, and then a punt.
We'd also like to give a big shout out to Brigham Ray and Ethan Morley, the best bench sitters in varsity football has ever seen.
And they are also part of KPGR, I believe.
And they're also part of KPGR and PGSN. If you'd like to hear Ethan Morley's show and me, DJ Trashcan, you can tune in at any time from Monday to 8:30 to 10:30. And it looks like Josiah Cahuntham is back to kick it for Pleasant Grove. And the kick is up and away, fielded around the 7-yard line. It's going to bounce out to the 5. Madison's going to recover it. He's at the 10-yard line and swallowed up by Viking defenders at the 10-yard line. Stopped him right there in his tracks. Boy, was there a snake in his boot.
Nice one, Brendan.
Thank you, Tanner. I'm here all night long. Tip your waitresses. And the Viking defense is looking here to take the field, only allowing 7 points on the evening. A very good showing for the Viking defense. 21-7, your Pleasant Grove Vikings up against Madison Bobcats, 7 points. Ball's on the 13-yard line, 1st and 10 for Madison. Quarterback kid, Easton Cordero, he's going to take the snap. He's going to roll it out to his left. He's going to roll it back out to his right. He's going to take it himself. He's at the 20. Hits a tackle, and out of bounds at around the 25. Looks like he might have gotten a first down and a few more on that play.
Well, Cordero was looking for the pass, and Pleasant Grove brought the pressure there, but he was able to escape it to the right and run through a couple tacklers.
We'd like to give a big shout out to our crew tonight. Colby producing and Bryant Keach doing camera work and also producing. And Landon Van Overby up top with the big boy camera.
And then Joshua Godfrey on the sideline with his camera.
What a man, what a man, what a man. So it's going to be 1st and... Oh, looks like there's a penalty on the... There's a penalty on the play. It's going to be coming back here for Madison. It's going to be 1st and about a mile here. Quarterback Easton Cordero is really going to have to throw that football over them mountains right there if they want a first down here.
Most definitely.
And if you look closely into the Madison High School section, you may see Uncle Rico sitting there cheering on his past alma mater, excuse me. And the Madison running back recovers all the yards lost on that play, and down to the 20-yard line, we're going to be looking at about 2nd and 5 here for Madison High School.
Good run there up the middle after the solid blocking by this Madison team.
Yeah, if you look closely, Uncle Rico is in the top right corner there of the visiting student section bleachers, cheering on his alma mater. Do you know if Coach would have put Uncle Rico in the 4th quarter in '82, they would have been state champs?
Yes, I do believe I know that.
And Madison High School for running back's going to take it down to the first for a first down. It's going to be 1st and 10 on the 24-yard line for Madison High School. Tanner, is there anybody you'd like to shout out tonight?
I'd like to shout out Dre Endicott.
Dre Endicott, sophomore student body representative, as the Vikings take a timeout here for an injured Madison player on the field.
I've heard the only reason Dre has not kissed anybody is because he has braces on.
He's a good-looking man, I'll say that.
Very attractive.
We'd like to give a big shout-out to the cheer squad as their peppy attitudes and contagious smiles carry our student section throughout this game. And we go through stressful times here as a Madison player is down, and it doesn't look like he's getting up anytime soon.
Now the cheerleaders have taken a knee.
And the cheerleaders have taken a knee. And the entire population of Rexburg is not looking the happiest right now, which is understandable as one of their players is down. Did you know I heard that Easton Cordero could hit I hear the reason he's so good at throwing footballs is that in his youth he spent throwing potatoes at raccoons. You know, one time I heard he hit a raccoon with a potato from 30 yards away. Have you ever tried throwing a potato? That is not easy.
I've never tried that, but I will try that soon, and I will let you know on how it goes.
If you'd like to come to Pleasant Grove High School's official potato throwing contest, feel free to stop by anytime at the radio room on Saturday morning on April 32nd. It is currently 21-7 with 9:23 left in the 3rd quarter. We're taking injury timeout here for Madison High School. The ball's on the 24-yard line. It's 1st and 10 for Madison High. Down 14 points to your Pleasant Grove Vikings as the Viking defense is taking the field. Evan Robinson, Spencer Tattioli, Rex Connors, Matt Smith, number 12, Derek Ray, just to name a few. Easton Cordero gets the the football, and he rolls it out to the right side, chasing by Evan Anderson, and he gets held up by a sea of Viking defenders, and they berserk him down to the ground.
Forward progress takes the
Shout out to Wendy's for bringing back the spicy chicken nuggets.
Got it. Also, Wendy's, if you're out there, feel free to sponsor PGSN. We need you.
We would like lots of spicy chicken nuggets.
No, I think I'm kind of more of a Dave's Double type of guy.
Spicy chicken nuggets.
Easton Cordero feeling the pressure from PG, and he gets dropped after about a gain of... I'm going to go ahead and take a stab and say 1. It's 3rd and 4 after the no gain on the play, excuse me, on the 31-yard line for the Madison Bobcats. Madison Bobcats coming into the game 1-1 on their young season, all the way from Rexburg, Idaho, coached by Mitch Buck. Easton Cordero gets the football and throws it for a reception. Let's see if, and the refs are going to give him a first down. Number 7, Trey Holloway with the reception. Definitely not his first reception on the night, as he's been a favorite target of quarterback Easton Cordero. Really slinging the the football around this evening. Tanner, is there anything you'd like to add?
Well, it's been an interesting game.
Interesting game for sure on this homecoming night under the Friday night lights. Thank you for joining us.
As I've said before, the lights are on and it is dark on a Friday night.
Expert analysis by Easton Cordero. Tanner Keith, as Easton Cordero takes the football for about 8 yards.
I wish I could be taking the football.
We apologize for the audio. Our audio system kind of sucks.
If Stephen A. Smith is out there listening, we would like your assistance in helping this PGSN group.
Stephen A. Smith, if you are out there, we are starting a weekly sports podcast in a few weeks. More info to be announced. But Stephen A. Smith, we would love to interview you. So if you're out there, feel free to contact us. I just killed a fly here in the studio. Easton Cordero is taking the ball up for about first down and about 5 yards on the quarterback keeper.
No, he's standing on the platform that's right there.
It's 21-7. Your Pleasant Grove Vikings up by 14 on the Madison Bobcats. Ball on the midfield line of the 50-yard line of the Big Blue, Mighty True and Blue Viking. As those Mighty True and Blue Viking student section fans have been on their feet all night. Madison's going to hand it up the middle here and drop for a no gainage on the play. Good coverage there by the Pleasant Grove defense.
Very good coverage, indeed.
We're not saying the word indeed ever again on this channel.
My pleasure.
And Tanner has converted to a Chick-fil-A employee. And for some reason, the Pleasant Grove student section is waving a Toronto Blue Jays flag around. We don't know why, but go Blue Jays.
Shout out to Carter Penalute for bringing this Blue Jays flag, I believe.
Carter Penalute was in my 8th grade Spanish class, funniest class of my life. Easton Cordero snaps he's going to throw it out to number 6 with the reception. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. He's turning on the afterburners. He's at the 30-yard line, tackled for a 20-yard gain for Madison High.
As Axton Mickelson once said, watch me go light speed.
Can you repeat that quote one more time?
Axton Mickelson, watch me go light speed.
Facts with Tanner Keith. A 20-yard gain there on the draw play for Madison High School. Easton Cordero gets the snap, hands it up the middle again, and the running back just sat down, it looks like.
That looked like a butt fumble to me, but he did not drop the ball.
Not the butt fumble. Shout out to Mark Sanchez and the famous butt fumble incident in the NFL a few years ago. And the studio door has closed on us, and we're going to die in here.
Shout out to Nathan Peterman for throwing 5 interceptions in 1 half to
an NFL record still standing to this day. Easton, meanwhile, back in high school football, Easton Cordero snaps his hands, gets the ball, rolling out to his left. He's looking down the field. He throws it to the field for number 6 and lit up. Big hit there by number 3, Matt Smith, putting on a show tonight for this homecoming game. Brandon Lewis with the reception, though, for Madison High School. It's going to be second down. Excuse me. It's going to be third down And 3 yards.
Those are a lot of flips going on down there.
And the cheerleaders are doing so many flips, it's making me dizzy. Tanner, we cannot get distracted by the cheerleaders.
I'm sorry.
Easton Cordero's in shotgun. Claps his hands, gets a snap. He's going to take it up the middle himself. And he's brought down. Needed 3 yards. He got maybe 2 on the play. As we come to you live from under the lit G on the mountain tonight. The Pleasant Grove G is lit for this special homecoming event as the defense ready to blitz the quarterback. Easton Cordero rolling out, ball's tipped, and it is incomplete there by the Viking defense. Good coverage. Number 2, Caden Bishop with the deflected pass. And it looks like Madison High is going to attempt a field goal here.
Pass on the.
Excuse me, no,
this is
turnover.
Yeah, no, I didn't realize what else was connected. But yeah, no, like when you had your
turnover on down,
40%,
the Viking
your
offense
shots
is taking the
were
field.
so good.
I had all the crowd
Stick
going.
another one.
I know.
I'm gonna ask the cheer coach if I can crouch down and go in between the cheer
Oh,
lines.
that would be
I'm gonna get
insane.
some bad A
Landon
footage.
Van Overbeek has a very loud voice in the studio.
Very great idea, too.
Caleb Campbell's in shotgun. He's got Vaha out to his right. He's motioning Axton across the middle. Caleb gets a snap. He's going to hand it off. He's going to take himself. And he's wrapped up for a sack, but there's a flag down on the play.
Kobe, you have me on audio only.
Oh, do I?
Yeah.
I just wanted to let you know.
And it looks like that's going to be holding on the Viking offense. I'd like to give a big shout out to our referee crew here tonight. They've done a solid job, I'd say so.
The score is 21-7 for these.
The score
Pleasant
is
Grove
currently
Vikings.
21-7 for your Pleasant Grove Vikings. Under a lit G tonight. Feel free to go hike up and see the lit G, but don't mess with it because the student council worked really hard to light the G. Shout out to Jake for being on student council and existing. Caleb Campbell throws it over the middle, caught, and he's got a first down and a little more on the yards lost on that previous penalty, but there's another flag on the play. Let's see what happened here.
3 minutes remaining as these 2 penalties in a row for Pleasant Grove.
Looks like there was holding once more on Pleasant Grove, and this ball is going to come back even farther.
Some sort of glitch. It just, but it fine. Like it just cut for a second.
Tanner, is there any big college football games you're looking forward to tomorrow?
I don't believe so.
I got to say, my attention is going to be all over Utah and Idaho State tomorrow.
Oh. That could be a very interesting game.
That could be a
going on.
close game there. Get 2nd and 24. Caleb Campbell gets a snap. He's dancing in the pocket, throws, batted down. It's going to be 3rd and about a mile here. And there's more flags on the play. This game's getting chippy with some extracurricular activities after the play. Pleasant Grove ball on the 9-yard line. Let's see what happens here. No clear sign from the referee yet. Pleasant Grove ball on the 9-yard line. It's going to be about 3rd and a year.
Do you know how to set up a broadcast?
And that penalty was on Madison, so this play is going to be coming forward back to the, let's see where the refs are going to mark this ball.
There's someone else besides me who knows how. Just in case.
And the refs are going to mark it at the 25-yard line.
But by the end of the year, you'll probably be better.
So we're going to be looking down right at about 2nd and 8 here for the Vikings. 2nd and manageable, that's for sure. Caleb Campbell calls the play, gets the snap, looking, throws it, looking deep. Oh, almost intercepted there. Number 5, Creed Train, the intended target for Pleasant Grove. Creed Train, the senior, getting some reps here in the homecoming game. And the Pleasant Grove student section is beginning to jump and make some noise, as the entire population of Rexburg across the way is sitting there politely. Madison High coming all the way from northern Idaho. Here. Caleb Campbell gets a snap on third down, throws it to his middle. It's complete for Cale Mickelson on the reception for a first down at the 40-yard line.
Good pass there from Campbell to find the open receiver, pass the line to gain for the first down.
The ball's going to be on the 41-yard line for the Vikings, 1st and 10. I'd like to give a big shout out to Tyler McBee and Aiden Gunnell for briefly seeing me in the studio here tonight. Those two goofballs. Caleb Campbell under center here. He's got two wideouts to his left and his right. He's going to hand it up the middle. Running back still on his feet, and he's going to be dropped after about a 7-yard gain. 6 yards.
We have another Madison player
And
down
another
the field.
Madison player is down.
About 7 or 8 yards. With the tackle for Madison. Injured Bobcat.
Once again, I'd like to give another big shout out to Tyler T. Money McBee, future varsity soccer player for your Pleasant Grove High. And Aiden Gunnell, future curling player and men's volleyball player for Pleasant Grove High. And big shout out to my bishop, Bill McBee.
Whenever a player gets injured, we need to tell people to zoom out. Like in professional football, zoom in.
And the Madison player is still down on the field here. We got 2 minutes left in the third quarter. Pleasant Grove 21, Madison High 7 points. Tanner, what's your
Yes.
favorite color?
Green.
Why is green your favorite color?
Leprechauns.
Can you say that one more time, please?
Leprechauns.
Why do you like leprechauns, Tanner?
Because they wear green.
And all right, it's a never-ending cycle of green and leprechauns. You heard it here first from Tanner Keith. I'd like to give a big shout out to Colby. I don't know what your last name is, but good job at producing. And he slams the table in frustration. Caleb Campbell on the 48-yard line, 2nd and 3. Gets a snap. He's going to hand it to Rex. Rex is up the middle. He's got a first down, a few more. Dropping defenders with him. Carrying defenders all the way to the 35-yard line. Big effort there from Rex Connors.
Rex Connors straight ahead. Easton Cordero in on that tackle for Madison. Connors took the ball.
Well, another great carry there by Rex Connors that has just ran over all of these defenders.
Rex Connors really the driving force behind this Viking offense tonight. Look for him to get it again on this next play as Caleb Campbell goes under center with Dane Doman at the fullback position and Rex deep. Rex is going to get it again like we called. Rex is still on his feet. And he got about 5 yards on the play after dragging about half the population of Idaho with him.
Rex Connors picks up a couple. Leading the way for Madison, Dallin Gonzalez.
Why are they doing
They're
that?
just both,
Second down.
both filming the cheerleaders.
Caleb Campbell on the 34-yard line. He's going to hand it off the middle to Rex's twin brother Porter. Porter's at the 20. Porter's at the 10, and he's pushed out of bounds at around the 10-yard line. Rex and Porter really coming up big for the Viking offense in the second half. Tanner, what did you see on that play?
Well, another great blocking there by this Pleasant Grove offensive line to open a big hole for the Porter Connors to get outside.
So the Vikings are in the red zone here, about 1st and goal. 46 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Vikings 21. The Madison High 7. Madison High School Bobcats all the way down from Idaho. Porter Connors takes it up the middle for about 2 yards. Flags fly on the play. This game's getting chippy, folks. Pleasant Grove coming into the game 4-0 on the season, looking to make it 5-0 here. And the Madison Bobcats coming into the game 1-1 in their young season.
Yeah, I wish I could have been here to make
Madison Bobcats are coached by Coach Mitch Buck, as his Wildcats defense has played pretty well tonight against Caleb Campbell in this crazy talented Viking offense. Tanner, what are you seeing out there tonight?
Well, this Pleasant Grove run game has just gone through this Madison defense, but penalties have cost both sides some key plays.
Campbell's going under center once more. He's got Evan Robinson in the backfield. He's going to roll out to his left. He's got a wide open Dane Doman. Dane's got the ball at the 10. He's bringing it down to the 5-yard line. Excellent play there by fullback Dane Doman. And the third quarter is going to wind down to the end here. 3, 2, 1. And that's the end of the third quarter. Your Vikings 21, Madison High School 7. Thank you for tuning in. This is KPGR 88.1 FM. And if you're watching on YouTube, KPGR 881 just 881, excuse me. Make sure to like and subscribe if you're on YouTube. And keep listening if you're on the radio. And if you're doing both, well, you get brownie points.
My pleasure.
And Tanner is once again imitating Chick-fil-A employees.
My pleasure once again.
My pleasure.
If only we had millions and millions of dollars going to then I'd say for our limited budget, we were doing dang good. Yeah. Well, limited budget, we spent.
Tanner, who do you think is going to win the World Series this year?
That is a very difficult question because every team out of both AL and NL conferences are title contenders. And I could see the Braves and the Astros in the World Series this year.
I think the Toronto Blue Jays could really make a run for the wild card and get hot in the playoffs.
Even though they were eliminated last week. Things happen.
The MLB is rigged, ladies and gentlemen. You heard it here first on KPGR. This is Pleasant Grove Sports Network, also known as PGSN. Thank you for tuning in. If you'd like to sponsor Pleasant Grove Sports Network, please feel free to contact Russ Mayo or the Pleasant Grove High School Secretary's Desk. Caleb Campbell's in shotgun. He's got 3 wideouts to his right. He's going to take it. He's going to roll out to his right on the quarterback keeper. Dane Doman's got him in a block. Caleb Campbell's going to take it to the house. Your Vikings are in for 6, baby. Campbell on the quarterback keeper, taking it all the way. That's what I'm talking about. Tanner, what do you think set off that play there?
Well, they had the spread offense out there, which pulled all of the men in the box out. So when he made that dive to get under the guys, he got in.
And it looks like Seth Lyman's going to come on here for the PAT.
Shout out to the cheer team for throwing T-shirts into the crowd.
Cheer team throwing those T-shirts with precise velocity. Seth Lyman gets the kick, and it is up and in. Shout out to Seth Lyman, sit next to him in history class. Good kid.
Very good kid.
His long, luscious, flowing hair flowing out of his helmet.
A very good soccer player, too.
Very good soccer player. Probably varsity this year.
Shout out to Connor Rice for being the fastest kid in junior jazz and not being able to make a layup.
We're not roasting junior jazz players on the air, Tanner.
My pleasure.
And Tanner is once again imitating Chick-fil-A employees. Pleasant Grove 28, Madison High School 7. Pleasant Grove up by 21 here on their homecoming night under a lit G. But, you know, I mean, the G is always lit, if you know what I mean. Seth Lyman's going to kick it up and away here. Squib kick down at around the 20-yard line, fielded at the 10 by Madison. Madison runner number 3, Joe London, is going up, and he's wrapped up by the Pleasant Grove special teams at the 20-yard line. Ty Caldwell, the ball boy, with his long flowing hair, getting the ball from the referee and running it back to the sideline. Look at Ty go with those galloping strides. And his Let's Go Viking shirt distributed by the cheerleaders. Did you buy a Let's Go Viking shirt from the cheerleaders?
What?
Did you buy a Viking shirt from the cheerleaders?
No, I did not. Did you?
Yes, I bought 2.
Oh, I see.
I just support my cheer team.
I do too.
Quarterback Easton Cordero in the shotgun. He's going to get the ball. He's going to look to his left side. He's got a screen pass at the 20-yard line and drop for a loss by the Viking defense here viciously with no mercy.
Have you seen the new thing that Alabama is doing? They are giving loyalty points for fans who stay after the fourth quarter.
Never say never, in the words of our good friend Justin Bieber. With the 11:15 left in the fourth quarter here.
I personally ran into him while I was at Disneyland.
You ran into Justin Bieber at Disneyland?
Yes.
The stories you have, Tanner. The stories you have.
My pleasure.
Easton Cordero in the shotgun. Motions number 7 across the middle. He's going to keep it himself up the middle. And wrapped up for a big hit by Viking defense there. And dropped for a no gain. It's going to be 3rd and 10 on the 21-yard line. 10:50 left in the fourth quarter. And in this game, under the Friday night lights in beautiful Happy Valley, Utah County.
Final shout out is to Roman Gagan for having one of the most outstanding styles in Pleasant Grove High School.
His shirtless style really representing our city well. I think he could walk the runway one day. Easton gets a snap. He's going to try a reverse here. Number 7. Number 7's going to get dropped for another loss. Trey Holdaway with the attempted end around, but guess who? Matt Smith with a tackle for loss.
Guess who?
Looks like Madison's going to come on. The punt team's going to come on for another 3 and out.
10 minutes here remaining in this homecoming football game for Pleasant Grove as they lead 28-7 over the Madison Bobcats.
The punt is up and away, all the way back from Matt Smith to reception. He's got it at the 45, breaks a tackle at the 40. He's still on his feet at the 50, still on his feet at the 55, and he's dropped. Valiant effort by Matt Smith.
There goes Ty Caldwell once again.
Ty Caldwell, the ball boy, getting the ball from the ref and running back to the sideline with his hair flowing behind him like a lion's mane. You know, at some point, when do you think we'll see sophomore quarterback phenom Devin Jensen get onto the field here and get some reps in?
Well, I believe since it is Caleb Campbell's last homecoming game that they'll let him play it out one last time.
Caleb Campbell, valiant effort, playing backup last year for QB Jake Jensen. Campbell gets the ball. He's going to hand it up the middle. And, Carter. Let's see who Carter Merrill with a fancy spin move and the fancy footwork. He's got more moves than X-Lax as he takes it for a 30-yard gain. Taking it all the way from the 50 to the 20. Knocking on the red zone door here under the Friday night lights.
Good job calling that play out, Brendan.
Thank you, Tanner.
My pleasure.
Caleb Campbell under center. Gets the ball, hands it to Carter Merrill. Carter's going to head for 5 more yards. Beautiful play. Tanner, who do you think some key players to this game have been so far tonight?
Well, easily Matt Smith with the fumble recovery and the interception earlier in the game, and then Rex Connors with the 2 touchdowns so far. But this offensive line for Pleasant Grove has done extremely well.
Definitely kudos to the offensive and defensive line, and basically the whole team has performed well. I haven't really seen any bad performances, but we never do because we're 4-0. Caleb Campbell gets a snap under center. He's going to hand it up the middle to Carter Merrill. Once again, Carter's at the down to the 5-yard line.
Weird flex, but okay.
Doesn't make any sense.
My pleasure once again.
Oh my gosh. It's going to be 1st and goal here for the Vikings. Look for Carter Merrill to get another handoff here. Ball on the 6-yard line. Vikings 28, Madison High 7. 8:13 left in the fourth quarter here. Campbell's going under center. He's going to hand it off to Dane Doman this time, the fullback. And he's going to charge it all the way down to the 1 or the 2 yard line. I can't see.
I thought that
Dane Doman
Oh, I thought we already made the touchdown.
Does Pleasant Grove make some substitutes here as they're trying to punch this bad boy into the red zone and take it to the house for 6?
The time how he
Caleb Campbell going under center. He's got Carter in the back. He's going to give it to Dane again. Dane's going to take a hit. He's going to keep running. Is he going to get it over? And Dane Doman takes it to the house for 6. Touchdown Vikings. Dane Doman, the fullback with the carry, taking it to the house. Your Pleasant Grove Vikings put in another touchdown on this ice cream sundae of points. And Tanner Keith says nothing.
My pleasure.
And Tanner Keith has been kicked out of the sports broadcasting class.
I'd like to say one last retirement speech.
Yes.
My pleasure.
Seth Lyman here for the PAT attempt. The kick is up and straight through the uprights. 35-7, Pleasant Grove in the lead. And the student section is more alive tonight than they have ever been.
We have so many of them.
And the entire population of Rexburg across the way is silent.
Oh, it looks so weird. It's like
As some of the fans here are heading for the exits as this game is everything but over. If you didn't like that last play with Dane Doman, you don't like football. The effort and the energy given out there was beautiful. Tanner, anything to add?
Nope, you covered it all there.
And Tanner refrains from saying my pleasure that time. If any of you want crumble cookies, please stop by the press box at Pleasant Grove High School. We have too many crumble cookies. So if you guys want stale crumble cookies, they're yours for the taking at the Pleasant Grove High School press box football field thing. Seth Lyman. He's going to kick it all the way. What a big kick from Seth down at the 5-yard line, fielded by Madison. Madison runners got it at the 20, breaking tackles. He's out at the 30, breaking another tackle at the 35, and ooh, big hit there by number 34 for Pleasant Grove. Cooper King laying him out.
Joseph Dean returns for Madison.
Well, on that play there, some good special teams blocking by this Madison Bobcats. And then the returner got lit up on the tackle, or on the 36-yard line.
That'll be going on a highlight reel somewhere.
Somewhere over the
Somewhere over the rainbow. Easton Cordero in shotgun, claps his hands once, gets the ball, rolling out to his left, spins, he's got the moves like Jagger, throws it to a wide open man at the 50-yard line. He's breaking tackles, he's down at the 40. He's still on his feet at the 40-yard line. He's running away from all the Vikings and tackled at the 28-yard line. As Bo Lindley enters the studio here.
Dude, Devin's probably going to get in. He's warming up.
As Devin Jensen is warming up on the sideline for your Pleasant Grove Vikings, sophomore quarterback phenom Devin Jensen looking to get some reps here. Let's see if Coach Wooten lets him unleash that cannon of an arm. Easton Cordero for the Madison High School gets the ball, chasing away from Viking defenders. He's running out to the sideline and throws it away wisely.
late hit there on the.
And there's a flag out on the play, late hit on the Viking defense.
Another costly penalty for this Pleasant Grove defense.
Honestly, if I was the Vikings defensive coordinator, I'd just let Madison score and let Devin Jensen get onto the field.
Might not be the smartest idea, but who knows?
At this point, we just want to see Devin Jensen.
You just want to see Devin Johnson.
As number 64 for the Vikings limps off the field,
Wait, I might be. Let me see this.
Stephen Joel Howard, not looking the greatest in shape. As number 40 comes on to replace him, Evan Anderson. Evan Anderson, sophomore. I ate lunch with him today. Good kid. Easton Cordero, second and 20.
5'2" and 175 pounds.
Easton Cordero rolling out to his right. He's going to throw it to a man open, but he dropped it. And the refs are going to call the play dead as the Viking defense zoops in. And Bo Lindley is trying to show me his personal stats.
Says Ashton's 5 inches.
Oh yeah, and it says Ashton's 5.
It's going to be 3rd down and a mile as the Madison High School fans looking tired and wanting to go home.
It says Ashton's a freshman and 5 inches taller than him.
Easton Cordero in the shotgun, getting the ball at the 37-yard line. He's feeling the pressure from the Viking defenses. They're chasing him all the way back to the 50-yard line. He's going to throw it, and it's incomplete. And
More
there's
flags.
another flag on the play.
You get a flag. You get a flag.
Oprah Winfrey distributing penalty flags here tonight.
You get a flag.
Honestly,
Do you think we'll see another appearance from the Toronto Blue Jays flag in the stands?
Who knows? Anything could happen on this.
Anything can happen here tonight under the lights.
Against Madison.
Carter Penalou. We've spotted Carter Penalou in the signs. No signs of the Toronto Blue Jays flag, though.
Brian's iPhone just.
And Landon Van Overby, our crew member, is throwing stuff into the stands.
I know. I have some good search to me something.
We don't know what he's throwing, but he's doing it.
Good idea.
And it's 4th and 20, and it looks like Madison's going to be going for it on the 37-yard line, trying to bust this bad boy into the red zone. Easton Cordero's in shotgun. He's going to clap his hands once. He's going to get the snap. He's going to hand it off straight up the middle to number 6. He's got room to run. He's got more room, and he's pushed out of bounds. That's going to be a turnover on downs. Number 6, Brandon Lewis with the carry, the senior. 5'9", 150 pounds, absolute unit of a man. Ty Caldwell getting the ball, running back out. And it looks like sophomore quarterback phenom Devin Jensen is coming out to the field for your PG Vikings as he leads this mighty true and blue Viking offense down to the red zone. Let's see what he has here. Devin Jensen. Devin's in the shotgun. He's looking to his right. He's looking to his left. He's going to motion the receiver across the middle. It's a reverse. Number 7's got the ball. Number 7 for the Vikings is down to the 30-yard line. That's going to be about a 5-yard carry. Devin Jensen with a beautiful reverse handoff there.
Davis carries for the Vikings. Brandon Lewis with the tackle. He picks up 4 yards. 2nd down.
Second and it's going to be 2nd and 6 for the Vikings. Devin, sophomore quarterback phenom Devin Jensen under center here. Devin's going to motion another receiver across the middle. That's number 21, but he's going to hand it off to his fullback. His fullback, number 23, Cooper Camberlango, with a carry. He's going to be brought down for about no yards. So it's going to be 3rd and 6 for the Vikings.
Once again, these Pleasant Grove cheerleaders are doing flips.
And the cheerleaders are doing so many flips, you'll get dizzy by watching them. Do you know back in 1st grade I could do that many flips?
Really?
Yeah, dead serious.
Why
Devin
can't you do it
Jensen
anymore?
going under center. Hey, Devin's playing. Come on, man. Devin gets the ball. He's going to hand it off the middle. And Madison defenders are all over the play. Nothing doing. Let's see if Coach Wooten lets Devin Jensen go for it. Nope, the punt team's going to come back on. Coach Wooten wants to go easy on Madison tonight. It's not letting Devin Jensen throw the ball.
Let's see if Evan has another crazy punt again here.
Let's see if Evan does the second fake punt in the history of football. (35-7) Pleasant Grove up against Madison High School with 4:25 left in the 4th quarter. Evan Robinson back to punt. Thinks about it for a minute and then punts it away. Madison player, it's not going to field it. It's going to bounce down to the 25-yard line and picked up around the 23.
It hit a player right on.
That one on the punt. Evan Robinson hit it up in the air, and it landed on a Pleasant Grove player.
Wow.
Madison takes over.
My pleasure.
Thank you very much.
My pleasure.
Ooh, 37 beers. Is this an all-time? An all-time high beers.
Quarterback Easton Cordero is going to get the ball. He's going to roll out to his left. He's going to keep it himself. He's going to go for a first down, maybe not for a first down, excuse me, for about 4 yards on the play.
31.
Cordero picks up about 3. He was tackled by Carson Kirby.
Yeah, where's Kirby? Is there not too many of them? This one?
Easton Cordero is going to get the ball. He's going to roll out to his right. He's going to look to throw that football over the mountains, and it's caught for a first down. And the ball's fumbled and recovered by Pleasant Grove after the first down reception by Madison High, but Pleasant Grove forcing a fumble here. Ty Caldwell, the ball boy, giving the ball to the ref. As Devin Jensen, once again, coming to lead this Viking offense out on the field.
Devin Jensen looking to drop back for his first pass on this drive.
Let's see if Coach Mark Wooten lets Devin Jensen absolutely obliterate this Madison High defense. Devin gets a snap. Devin rolling out to his right. Devin's looking to keep it on this one. Devin's got 5 yards, and he's got, about 8 yards after he's dropped for a tackle. Literally picked up and tossed onto the ground. Good carry there by Devin Jensen, the quarterback.
Almost as good as the suplex DeAndre Hopkins had last week.
Carries for the Vikings. Sam Clark. And on that tackle for Madison.
Devin Jensen gets the play from Coach Mark Wooten. Ball on the 41-yard line, 2nd and 1. 2:45 left in the game clock. Your Pleasant Grove Vikings are up by 28 points. Devin in shotgun. Gets a snap. Hands it off to number 48. 48's got room to run. He's still on his feet and out of bounds.
That's Evan Anderson.
Evan Anderson with the carry.
And he's number 40.
Sorry, excuse me, that's number 40. It's hard to read the numbers from the press box. Big thank you to Bo Lindley for helping me with that.
Carries for Pleasant Grove and picks up a first down.
As the Pleasant Grove fans are heading for the exits to try and avoid the traffic out of here, which I'm sure is going to be a nightmare. Devin Jensen. Oh, flags fly on the play. And the Pleasant Grove student section is absolutely losing it as they are chanting, "I believe that we will win fearlessly and precociously with frequency."
Still first down.
Big words. Because I got big brain.
Hooliganizing.
What?
Hooliganizing.
Hooliganizing. We want to remind you again that the word of the day is hooliganizing. Brought to you by Brendan and Tent. Devin Jensen in 1st and 15. Devin Jensen in shotgun. Devin's going to hand it off again. And swallowed up by Madison defenders. Coach Mark Wooten is going to be looking to just run the clock out, I think, here at the end.
Loses a yard. Second down.
Devin Jensen breaks the huddle, sending out two wideouts to the left. Devin's going to roll out. He's going to keep it himself. Weaving through defenders, takes one hit, and ooh, Devin Jensen with about a 10-yard carry there. We're going to be looking at about 3rd and 6. I really see talent out of Devin Jensen here. Devin's getting the play from coach. We're going to see
Pleasant
if
Grove looking to run the clock out here late as they just keep running the ball.
1:25 left in the game. They're going to let the clock wind down to about 1:03 here before they snap the ball. As Devin Jensen got 2 wideouts to his right. He's going to get the snap. He's going to hand it off the middle. And it looks like the Vikings are going to get about 3-yard gain on the play when they needed 3. That's 6, excuse me. That was number 31 with the carry, Carson Kirby. The 5'10" senior playing in his final homecoming game. Special experience for these seniors tonight. And after this year of schooling, they will graduate and move on into the world of life. And our Uncle Rico cam still has Uncle Rico spotted in the top right corner of the visiting section. Devin's going to roll it, take it on the 4th and 3. Devin is brought down for a sack on the attempted run on 4th and 3. As the sophomore quarterback gave a valiant effort, but it looks like with 20 seconds left in the game, this thing is over. Your Vikings 35, Madison High School 7, and the Toronto Blue Jays flag is once again flying in the Pleasant Grove student section. Go Blue Jays!
Give a shout out to the O-line rush thing.
21.6 seconds left to play in the 4th quarter. Pleasant Grove up by 28, 35-7.
Did you even say anything? Not really.
And it looks like they're just going to let the clock wind down here, so that is all for tonight, folks. For myself and the entire PGSN crew, I'm Brendan Larson.
I'm Tanner Keith.
And thank you for tuning in tonight as your Pleasant Grove Vikings win under a lit G 45-7 on this beautiful homecoming night under the Friday night lights. Thank you for tuning in. That's all, folks. Excuse me, that's not all, folks. We're going back to me and Tanner in studio.
Oh.
Get together like you're a married couple.
Colby, count me in. All right, Tanner, so who do you think we're going to get the game ball to tonight?
Well, I believe that they could hand out to 2 possible players, both Matt Smith, who had an interception, multiple tackles, and that fumble recovery, or Rex Connors, who had those 2 touchdowns in the first half, and some big plays in the second half to
really
carry this Vikings offense.
Really gave Pleasant Grove the lead on that play. Thank you for tuning in. This is KPGR 88.1 FM and on YouTube Live at KPGR 881. We'd like to thank all of our viewers in Utah and Idaho. Thank you for tuning in. That's all for tonight, folks.
I was wishing that one time when we were walking towards Vale. At one point